may mga film workers na babae, pag nabubuntis sila, tinatago nila. Kasi mawawala sila ng racket.
Men directors have told me, kasi nakuha mo yung ikaw na magdidirect niyan kasi babae ka, mas gusto nila babae.
Am I really contributing to change?
I heard Direk Marilu speak. Pag uwi niya sa bahay, hindi siya direktor, nanay pa siya, asawa pa siya.
The film industry has long been shaped by powerful voices. Among the most compelling are those of women directors. Now, these women have not only broken barriers, but also made a mark in an industry historically dominated by men. In this episode, we celebrate the women who continue to transform the world of film one frame at a time. My name is MJ Felipe, and this is Behind the Reel. Oh, ayan, na-share nyo na yung inyong mga humble beginnings. Yes. Thank you for sharing those. I love it. Iba-iba eh. Yeah. Iba-iba. Pero ang common thread is parang may nagsimula na babae na nag-open, nag-pave the way for all of you right now. O, ito na yung tanong ko. Parang ang hirap ba ngayon sa mga babae directors to penetrate the industry and become a director? Compared to the previous years, yung panahon nyo dati, mas madali ba ngayon?
Siyempre sa akin iba dahil I work for a company.
Okay.
And then sa company na yon, parang it's run sa production na parang mas marami ang babae.
Okay.
So I don't see it as a difficulty.
Okay.
But in the industry as a whole, ang napapansin ko lang, parang marami na ang naglalakas loob na magtayo ng sarili nilang production houses or magpondo ng sarili, kumbaga para-paraan. Hindi niyo ako bibigyan ng ako gagawa ko ng maparaan. So dumadami because of the abilidad. Hindi kagaya ng panahon ko na hindi opportunities, hindi kasing dami. Ngayon parang nakikita mo talagang ang babata pa pero nagsisimula na sila. Nag-a-attend sila ng mga the festivals, they join lahat talaga, they are really finding ways to really become filmmakers.
And that's a good sign, ha? Magandang yun, magandang...
For me, yung circle of women directors, parang sa akin parang madali. Kasi, I've never met a woman director na I didn't like, sa totoo lang.
Ito talaga?
They're also very welcoming. Tapos kung may problema ka, ang bilis silang kakwentuhan. So, parang, for women directors, kung yung mga who want to be women directors, if you approach or you want to be mentored by another woman director, ang dali-daling gawin kasi for one thing, alam nila anong kailangan pagdaanan.
Okay.
So they're more
may
open
instant
to helping.
connection kaagad,
no?
Oo.
So yun yung experience ko. Even it doesn't matter whether it's a new director or matagal ng director like si Inang or si Joyce Bernal, ganyan. Ang dali pag nagkwentuhan na kayo, may connection na kaagad kayo eh.
Tama.
And they're also very ang hilig nilang mag-mentor sa iba.
Yeah.
So ganoon.
Pag ang babaeng director ba, mas sensitive when it comes to their actors compared to their male counterparts? What do you think?
Meron kasi, ako yung sensitivity kasi, kasi it's general. I have, seen male directors, like Dan Villegas is a very sensitive director. So, we can't have a blanket statement that women are more sensitive.
Hindi talaga.
Kasi sa pagkatao yan eh. Pero ang masasabi ko, may mga yung sensibility ng babae, I guess yung maternal instinct. May mga siguro layers sa emotions na nahihimay ng babae. I'm not saying that men are not capable of it. And I can't say that because wala naman ako nakatrabaho to see them on set. May kita mo lang yung final work nila. Pero yung mga babae, meron silang ibang himay. And I would say that kaya siguro mas sensitive in that sense. Pero we can't make it a blanket statement.
I agree with Direk May kasi for the life of me, hindi ko kaya magpaiyak ng artista.
Ay, talaga?
Hindi ko talaga kaya. Hindi ko yung skill set. Pero, since I wrote the script, pwede kong ihimayin sa'yo na ito yung motivation, ito yung dahilan kung ba't niya sinabi to, this is the way kaya siya ganito umarte kasi dahil dito. Pero yung kalkalin, yung trauma, paiyakin siya on the spot. I believe the actor should bring, they bring tools
Right.
to the set. And I want to be collaborative. I want them to add to the character that's we're creating. So yun, tama si director, hindi siya pwedeng blanket statement. May kanya-kanyang skills lahat ng director. May magagaling sila in certain ways na kaya sila naging director.
Pwede ko bang balikan yung point
Go,
kanina?
go,
Yung
go, go.
Parang mas mahirap bago ma-penetrate ng mga babae ang filmmaking circle. I think nung panahon natin medyo mas mahirap, no? Pero actually sa ngayon mas madami nang gumagawa. No, I think digital technology also
Paved the way, yeah.
also
Malaking
democratized
factor yun.
the the
Malaking
medium, no,
factor
na hindi na filmmaking hindi kailangan you have to depend on the big studios or the network, no. Pero napansin ko rin being a film educator kasi monitor ko ang daming laging na-outnumber ng film students ang mga males.
Sa class mo yan? Sa class mo?
Hindi, in general, sa UPFI, laging outnumbered ng babae ang mga lalaki. Pero for some reason,
Population.
pag lumabas naman sila outside of pagka-graduate nila, kakaunti lang ang babaeng nakagraduate, nakagawa ng pelikula.
Nagpupursue.
Bakit daw?
Because of the barriers. Because of the barriers. Kasi like,
talaga?
Oo, kasi example may mga potential aspiring film student na babae na gustong mag-direct. And then pag pinag-internship mo, may mga bumabalik sa akin na masasamang experiences.
Yun na.
So, they sa post-production.
Turn off na sila, ayaw na nila.
And then they get afraid na mabablacklist sila.
Right.
So I think all these barriers are also making them, afraid to go to the real film community. So doon pa lang, kailangan ayusin na yung process.
Tama,
no?
tama.
So I think the barriers. And then if you also, gumawa rin ako, although ngayon marami na nagdidirect, no? No? Maraming nananalo, ganyan. Pero sometimes, maliit pa rin yung number natin. Kasi gumawa ako ng personal survey ko, yung Cinemalaya, Cinema One, Cine Filipino, MMFF. Binilang ko ilan yung babae nakakagawa ng pelikula, ilan ng lalaki. Ang layo pa rin talaga. And then I noticed, why? Is it because na hindi tayo nagsasubmit? Walang nagsusulat ng script? Walang nagpipitch? And then I realized those who are deciding,
The selection committee.
the selection committees are dominantly male.
Oh.
The selection committee, male, tapos the grant giving people are also dominated by male critics, ganyan. Wala tayong masyadong female scholars. So it's not just filmmakers na babae, film scholars na babae, halos wala. Yan. So those who are deciding on the fate of the grants, also puro lalaki.
Hindi naman
Big
tao
statement yan, sorry.
Kasi pasang sinasabi ni Direk.
So ngayon sa festival, meron talagang issue on gender, parity
pala.
talaga.
Gender bias.
May effort talaga na kailangan iakyat yung number ng mga babae. And actually I've been asking yung mga Cinemalaya. Sabi ko, wala pang nagsasubmit. Bakit isa lang yung nakapasok out of 10? Ganyan. And then sabi, wala talaga. Pero really, so really don't know. So that's what we need to figure out.
Wow, that's
The opportunities.
Ako naman kasi, coming from the documentary world, napansin lang namin.
Iba naman tayo.
Mas maraming babae talaga sa documentaries.
Oo nga, actually.
Mas maraming babae.
Yes.
And then, syempre, when we were exchanging notes, tsaka yung observations namin, I guess, maybe female directors offer a different emotional texture when we're approaching our stories.
Okay.
So, ang documentary kasi, it's really waiting for the right moment. So, sino ang may mas malalim na pasensyang mag-antay, magtiyaga, makinig? At siguro yung being the alpha voice, maybe it was also napansin ko lang din sa mga pitching, kasi nag-observe din ako, minsan I sit on some jury or selection committee. Sometimes kung sino yung may malakas na boses, yun yung nag-retain. Tayo kasi yung kultura natin, pag babae ka, di ba parang merong certain decorum or social expectations, especially if you're a first-time filmmaker. Tayo, nahulma na lang tayo ng na-experiences natin. But before, when I was starting, para akong boses ibay. Yes, sir. Pwede
Ako rin.
magtanong. Ano? Sisigawan ka ng producer. Speak up! Parang feeling ko, iiyak na lang ako. Kasi nga emotional creature tayo mga babae.
May I jump into the documentary community? I'm very proud to be a part of this documentary community. Na hindi ko naman sasabi dahil puro babae. And also because I think the structure of the documentary team is very intimate, very personal. You know, parang ano siya, you can also the power dynamics is not the same as I guess no, so that's why I think it's a very nurturing space. That's why I think a lot of women also like that. And if you really look at the structure of filmmaking, kaya physically mahirap talaga ang filmmaking kasi mga gamit pa lang, itong mga tripod, mga light stand and all that, it's not built for mga frail bodies like me, no? Yung camera na nasa mga tatama sa boobs natin, yung ganyan.
So, exercise na nila lang katulad natin.
So it's, I mean, the mechanics and the apparatus is really geared for strong bodies, no? So dapat talaga matibay ang look. Pero also the language, kasi may mga sexist na, lalo ko nag-aaral ako ng masters ko sa US. Grabe yung sexist environment. Like, you know, they make these shots, diba? We call it close-ups, right. Diba? Medium shots. You know what they call medium shots in the US?
What?
Tit shots.
Ooh.
Diba? So, I mean, even the jargon is very masculine. Okay. You know, because the lingo is created by men, you know. So, ngayon, that's why ang ganda ngayon ng mga discussion where we talk about, you know, subverting the male gaze. Diba? Yeah. Pero is there such thing as a female gaze? Yun ang palagi kong tinatanong sa mga students ko.
Galing.
Ganda nun.
Interesting. Okay, ato curious ako, what kind of films do you want to make to, you know, parang prove your point or ma-express yung POV ninyo as a Filipina filmmaker? What kind of movies do you wish?
Oh my God. Ako, anything...
Top of mind. Ano yung ano nyo?
Anything that will capture the Filipina identity, resilience, silent rebellion, and our integrity. Go ako dyan. Cruise ship, the 70% of the entire global maritime industry is run by Filipinos. Wala pang gumagawa ng film. Ang ganda-ganda kaya ng...
Interesting.
Kumbaga, bring the entire Filipino, mamasyal tayo, travel around the world, but it's run by Filipinos. That's a dream project.
Dream project? Who else?
Ako siguro yung mga pinagdadaanan ng babae, physically, especially sa work. Kasi ako, I had difficulty getting pregnant. In fact, we were not blessed to have our own. So, that journey as a woman, so parang, I know it's not just for Filipinas, pero iba kasi yung sitwasyon sa Pilipinas. So, iba yung sitwasyon with the faith, iba yung sitwasyon with the government, iba yung sitwasyon with what's available. Iba yung sitwasyon, syempre, economically.
At iba pa yung personal struggle.
Yes, because, syempre, iba yung role ng nanay, iba yung, yung tingin ng tao. Expectation, di ba? Kasi, as much as when you see on social media that yung role ng babae, yung mga, yung the younger ones now are, they don't want to have kids, they don't want to get married, etc. Sa kultura natin kasi iba. So, parang laging, di ba, pag party nga, joke na nga yun eh. Oh, ba't di ka pa nag-aanak? Tita, gusto mo maglagay ng di ba? Pero yung lagi siyang natatanong, ba't di ka pa nag-aasawa? Baka hindi ka na magkaanak. Ganyan. So, yan. Because it's a personal story. And nung nagtatry kami ng asawa ko, nakita ko kung gaano karaming babae ang nagsusubok, ang nahihirapan. And alam ko yung kwento nila at gusto ko na parang, just to tell their story. And hindi lang naman yan, of course. Marami ang facets. Pero, nagsisimula doon because it's the role of a woman in society, in Philippine society. So, parang, yun yung something that I wanna share.
Direct, do it! It's very personal.
Very personal.
As in, parang, after ko ma-experience yun, sabi ko, hindi man ako nabigyan, baka sa pagkwento ko nito, baka may matulungan, alam mo yung ma-enlighten, and then maybe it can also help the society and understand ano yung pinagdadaanan ng babae. Because, syempre yung lang yung nakikita mo, pero ano yung nasa loob? But you have to show up every day. You have to show up, and then you have to face people, and you have to, parang ang dami mong hinaharap. Pero, it's a struggle that, struggle ng babae yun.
Tama. Thanks, Direk. Sorry.
I think We're getting there. More women are telling their stories, personal, like this. Para sa akin, mas importante sa akin yung is how we create the films.
Okay.
The reforms that has to be done to how do we remove these barriers, mas inclusive. Kasi also how, like ngayon sa States may nanalo, I think a few years ago sa Oscars. It's a film made by deaf people.
Yes!
By, you know, hearing impaired people, you know? So parang, wow, parang, these are the things that I would like to see. More opportunities for those who are marginalized. And of course, women and of those who are, with a disability to tell their stories.
Right.
Although we always say, we are using this medium to tell the stories of the voiceless, but they can do it.
Yeah.
We have to give them the tools. We have to remove the barriers, make the way for them, pave the way for them. So I think for me that's more important.
That's CODA, right? CODA.
Yeah, CODA, that's right. It's the same model that Direct Marilu Diaz-Abaya did. She opened that landscape for more women to create films the way it's safe for us, you know. So I think mas importante sa akin yung reforms.
Okay.
Ganda nun.
Well, ako, nung beses ko na an-attempt isulat, pero hindi ko lagi natutuloy. I want to make a film about domestic violence in a country where there is no divorce.
Oh!
Kasi it's like, alam mo, as
so important.
Yeah. So parang, yun, like ko iniisip, how will I do this na may manunood? So, you know, you want to send a message. It's very tricky. So, siguro kaya ang dami kong beses na nag-research, pero hindi pa ako nagsusulat. Pero one day,
Galing. Ganda. Sana matuloy niyo yung mga yung
That's
mga,
very important.
Natutuwa ako sa mga kwento niyo. I learned so much hearing your stories. That stories and films are personal. Itong kwentuhan natin, sobrang dami kong... I hope you also learned a lot from each other.
Pero alam mo, yung pinakamasakit, di ba? Pinag-usapan natin, patriarchy is really messing us up, no? Sa culture, sa art, sa practice natin, di ba? Ako, I would say, I'm quite lucky na wala akong naramdaman na yung mga oppression from the men. Pero ang pinakamasakit na oppression is really not just the misogyny from the men, but from the women. Yung internalized misogyny. When the women against women. Diba? Parang ang dami na nga nating struggle, ang dami nating kailangang biyakin, marami nating kailangang pasaging, hurdles, barriers and all that. Pero tayo rin minsan, meron tayong pang-iipit, harang, at pagkulong sa atin.
Wow.
So, dapat, I think, kaya nga, masaya ako na nandito ako kasi parang na-express ko na akala ko na pag na-educated ka na, nakagawa ka na ng magandang trabaho, hindi mo na ma-experience yung misogyny. Pero sa kapwa mo babae, mararamdaman mo pa rin pala yun. So we really need to find ways to empower ourselves and uplift each other. Kasi yun yung and then I wonder, bakit kaya nila ito ginagawa sa atin? And I think it's because they were so bruised and so wounded and so broken by men. And they try to really...
Naghahanap ng damay.
Oo eh.
May trauma din na pinagdaanan, kaya ganun din.
Yeah. So, I think that's also, for me, that is a barrier also. Naramdaman ko.
Okay.
Yes.
On that note, ang gusto kong itanong sa inyo, maybe a short and sweet advice for female directors who may be watching this conversation. Anong mapapayo mo sa kanila?
Just go do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. I mean, oo, may naririnig tayong barriers. Oo, may naririnig tayong mga challenges, balakid, horror stories, ganyan. But there are survivors. There are women directors who are here right now who survived all that, who experienced that, but are still here telling stories. Don't let anything or anyone get in the way of you telling your story, of you having your voice.
Okay.
Because napaka-importante na yung boses mo marinig bilang babae. And the medium is so strong kasi yung naaabot na tao nito, and we need more of them. We need more of those voices. So, don't stop.
Okay.
Just go for it.
Okay.
At saka, as a woman director, hindi lang, I also appreciate all the men who have supported me. So, huwag kayong matakot. Kasi, pag alam ng mga tao pag alam mo yung ginagawa mo eh. And once they realize that you know what you're doing and you have a story to tell, they will support you.
Totoo yan.
So, ayun, so hopefully sana we see a world na genderless kasi ng babae ka, lalaki ka, may kwento ka, and you're able to tell it. So that's the goal. So women directors should join should become storytellers.
If you're going to make films, be prepared to die 1,000 times dahil napakahirap gumawa ng pelikula. Hindi to biro, napakahirap talaga. And of course, don't use this medium, very special medium for fame, for money, or for prestige. Do it for the upliftment of others. Gawin natin to para mapalaya natin ang iba.
They said it better.
Hindi pwede. Kailangan meron kang short and sweet advice for female directors.
No, stay true to your course. You know, filmmaking is not for everyone. We don't know if it's a lucrative, if it will offer you a lucrative destiny or it will ground you. But definitely, you know, it will open the world. You will become a more experienced and wise person. Be intentional in everything that you do. Tama si Sari, you know, make use of your God-given skills to uplift someone. Hanapan mo ng meaning yung ginagawa mo. Huwag kang pumasok sa pagpapelikula dahil sa awards, dahil sa festival, dahil sa likes, clout, ego. Kaya tayo nagkakaproblema dahil sa ego na yan. Let go of that. Be in the company of great men and women because they will help you. And yeah, be an instrument of miracles. This country needs miracles. To be one of that.
Sinabi nga ni Direk Milo Diaz-Zabaya, if you want to make films, leave your ego at the door.
Yes. Sabi rin ni Direk Marilu Diaz-Zabaya, this is a vocation. Filmmaking, directing is a vocation.
Amen.
And a privilege.
Yes.
Hindi ako babae, pero ako ay nagpapasalamat sa inyo for continuing that legacy.
Yeah.
For yung nasimulan ni Direk Marilu Diaz-Zabaya,
At ni Carmen Concha.
Marami ba? Rosa Mia.
Yes.
Bibsi
Susana de Guzman.
Diba? Ang dami.
Yes. Consuelo Osorio.
Maraming salamat for continuing it. Kasi yung mga susunod pang mga director na female, nanonood sa atin.
Yes.
Diba? Alam nyo yung mga ibinahagi ninyo, the voices of women in cinema will continue to echo throughout history. And their courage, your courage, your creativity and determination are paving the way for a more inclusive and diverse industry. Now, as we close, let us remember that every story they tell adds to a greater legacy, one that will inspire and empower for years to come. Real stories from real people behind the big screen. This is Behind the Reel. Thank you. Diba?
So, sasama ng loob ko kay Father Nick. Kasi film diba? Sabi ko na, I will show him that I did not deserve that grade.
What did he give you, by the way? Anong grade yun?
75.
75.
Tinatanong ako madalas kung pinangarap ko ba maging director. And my answer would always be no. So, nag-revise. Tapos pinadala ko kay Direk. Ito naman! Ito naman pala, maganda. Okay, let's shoot. So from that time on, palaging in secret, palagi kong nire-revise.